Namaste, Jai Bharat. The society of Bangladesh is apparently into a self-destructive mode. I call it a self-destructive because the people there who are out there on the street these days are destroying their own heritage, their own yesterdays, and their own leaders, whom their forefathers and fathers were very proud of. It's appalling to see whosoever is coming at the realm of things is attempting to destroy their own heritage. Of course, this happened with the Taliban, with the first Taliban, with the Bahamian Buddhas in Afghanistan. That, of course, is a different kind of effort. That this is what we see in Bangladesh also. What they have done, it's Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, once upon a time, who really thought about, visualized the future of Bangladesh and made a new Bangladesh from the Pakistan occupied Bangladesh. That and they were one nation. They had lots of differences. The Punjabi way of things and the Bengali way of things were not, they couldn't coexist. The Punjabis normally have this, especially the Pakistani Punjabis, have this way of being too loud, because in their eyes they are the topmost beings in the world. It's not the case of Bharat Punjab, but the Pakistan Punjab has got all these negativities. From where they gathered it, God alone knows. They were supposed to be our own people, but with Islamization, they become entirely different, and they really have nothing much to do with the people of Bharat. And their language is gone. The Punjabi language is no more written in. I mean, they never knew how to write Punjabi in Gurmukhi script. The script was alien to them, and whatever they say, the Punjabis, they don't speak decent Punjabi. They kind of speak kind of diluted Punjabis, and they write in imported, that is borrowed script of Farsi, which is from Iran. So these Punjabis are the way of doing things, which we normally call as the Lahori way of doing things. It's too loud and nothing inside. I often think of Shakespeare when I hear someone saying this. There's much about nothing, absolutely nothing. They say, we do this, but there's nothing. They can't really mean anything. So anyone can sit and speak of fantasies things. That's exactly what they do. So this kind of imposition on Bangladesh, they were suffering. And then this other thing, Bengalis are not really tall and fair on an average as compared to the Punjabis. But Bengalis have an edge which people should know on others. They're a little more brighter, a little more shrewd, and this kind of and of course dark complexion. Most of them, a very good amount of them are dark complexion, like the South Indians. And they, in a Pakistani common man's eye, this short, dark people, they were not worthy of being equal to them. This kind of complexities were running in their minds, because fundamentally the very Pakistan question, a very Pakistan concept is based on an epistemology of difference. You are different, I am different, so I must be different. And you are different, so you can't be with me. This kind of epistemology. That's how precisely they fell apart from Bharat into a different kind of nation. They thought it's Pakistan, but then it is, of course, obviously the most not Pakistan which they have created. So this problem existed finally. Then they broke off. Actually, the breaking up is on a very funny and very, very, very real nonsensical reason, in the sense that in the elections, Mujibur Rahman, this is a whole national parliament elections, I suppose, the Awami League of Mujibur Rahman won majority. So the next Prime Minister of Pakistan, which includes both West Pakistan and East Pakistan, should have been someone from the Awami League party, because they happen to be in majority, and it should have been Mujibur Rahman. And then the Punjabis and others in Pakistan, they couldn't afford to think of a Bangladeshi ruling from Islamabad, a Bangladeshi becoming the Prime Minister of Pakistan. That sparked the whole thing. The election was over. The results were declared. How, of course, they did not manipulate it. Still, they wanted me declared, and it should have been a Bengali becoming prime minister, which they could not tolerate. And there started the problem. What they did, they refused to accept the election, and then the whole thing started. Now it is Bangladesh, etc. All these years have gone, and the house of Mujibur Rahman remained a monument. There was a huge statue. Now, these people have destroyed everything. Recently, they put the Mujibur Rahman's house into fire, and the whole thing is gutted down and turned into ashes through fire. And this kind of activities clearly say, and what Bangladesh is facing is absolute anarchy. And this anarchy is perhaps is one thing I started thinking these days. It's a kind of anarchy that attracts people more into terrorism than any kinds of other inclination. Because there are people with criminal minds, which is not accident. It's somewhere, it's inbuilt, less acquired more than what is an inherent quality. The criminal minds, let's call them as criminal minds. And these criminal minds would fall in love, would love to be anarchic, because there's no one stopping them. They can do whatever they feel like and really do whatever they feel like. And this is what is happening. I don't think that the people, those who are involved in the arson and looting and destruction total, they are from any kind of ideology. Even Jamaat-e-Islami also, but even among the Jamaat-e-Islami people, there are these anarchic characters with them, who would go for this kind of things. So naturally, it's the anarchy that attracts this kind of mob psychology, as it's very. I think this is the case. It's anarchy that makes them very enthusiastic into acting. That is what kind of expressions you see on the screens and on the recordings of their activities. How arrogant and violent these people are, and what they just breathe hatred and they sweat hatred. This kind of they've destroyed their own destruction. And this, of course, into deep anarchy. And what happens to the future of Bangladesh is for one to wait and watch. I'm just only analyzing the kind of psychology, the kind of mentality which enables one to destroy their own heritage, their own yesterdays, in whatever name it be, whatever name it may be. The destruction of things is absolutely non-human. It's not how a human being should behave. So these people should be equated with any kind of other beings, but certainly not human beings. We shall see what's happening in Bangladesh. We have to watch, and what shall happen is still unpredictable, except one thing, that they are into their worst existence in recent history. We shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.